And now, it's the Still Unnamed Podcast. With your hosts, Pete and Mark.
Hey kids, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Still Unnamed Podcast. I'm Pete Salas along with...
Mark Captain Podcast Rodriguez.
Oh, that might be your best one.
Thank you.
I like that.
I just came up with it 2 hours ago.
It's very heroic because today is hashtag National Superhero Day.
Is it?
That's what my calendar said.
That's a that like superheroes or like comic book superheroes or like the men and women that defend our country.
Well, it's funny because on the calendar there's a silhouette of a girl figure wearing a cape. So it's like they have, made it gender friendly. So the cape says that it's a superhero comic book style.
Yeah.
But I think that's what we're keeping it at superheroes, not
nice.
Not like national heroes.
Our everyday heroes.
Our everyday real heroes, as we like to call them.
Yep.
The boys in blue. I don't know.
Yep.
Whatever. And we're doing something a little different this week. We've got a producer this week. We were talking last week about how we needed to get more organized and actually have some structure and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, so
we were talking in a daze.
We were. Well, it was because it was night and we were very, very tired.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've got a producer today, and that producer happens to be Miss Jamie.
Hello.
Hello. Okay.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so she is going to help us out whenever we get stuck, and we're like, let's Google that, and we're like fumbling for our fucking phones.
I'm about to ask a real question.
Uh-oh,
This is a real question.
Okay.
Is this gonna be for keeps? Or is this just because I had adventures this weekend?
Who had adventures?
Y'all probably had adventures.
We did have adventures, but
next week, is she also going to be producer? Because I would be okay with that.
Possibly,
Yes.
if it works out, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
If she likes it.
Because I don't want to be, I love having a producer, and then you break my heart, and then next week it's just me and Pete again
I
in a
don't
cold, dark room in the back of a house.
Do not make promises that I cannot keep.
There you go. There's your answer. Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, she didn't make a promise.
Very clever. You were listening.
Right.
Perceptive.
So I was thinking she's going to be the Roz to my Frasier crane. So let's
I
see
heard
how that
Frasier's
works.
coming back.
I heard that too. I saw that picture that leaked. Did you see that picture?
Is that with
He was spotted in London. I don't know what he was doing. I think some play or something that he's over there in a London theater. And he was walking from the playhouse to his car, and he was holding a folder, and the folder clearly had the Frasier logo on it, and it looked exactly like a script.
maybe he was auditioning.
He was trying to get his role back.
Maybe he was just like,
Oh man, I hope I get this.
no, not for, like he's just reading a mono. Like, hey, can you perform something for us?
Oh,
just so
I see. Like for the play?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're like, have you prepared a piece? Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
It's from a little show I used to do called A Frasier.
Maybe you've heard of it.
Scene opens. Eddie runs through the door. So anyway, we're going to see how this works. I don't know. This is the first time, so she may be talking. She may not. She may pop in. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Let's see how it goes.
Let's go. Let's see what happens. Okay, so anyway, my obligatory opening question. What's going on, man?
Not too much. Saw Avengers. That's pretty much the highlight.
I saw the pictures. You went and watched the Avengers.
Yeah.
The Endgame, and
Endgame.
we unfortunately that's the end of this discussion because I don't want to hear a single fucking thing about it.
Spoiler-free review. It's good.
I'd watch it again. It's good. It's pretty good. All right. So honestly, you have been here since the beginning. 11 years. You started at Iron Man back in 2008.
Yep.
Was it to the best of your, opinion? Was it the perfect end cap for this phase of Marvel Universe?
I am going to try to keep as neutral emotion as possible.
Okay.
I think it was. I think it was a really good end of this phase of Marvel films.
Okay. So it gave you closure.
Yes.
I don't know if you were looking for closure, but it's not like
I'm
you're
trying to give you nothing.
In a sense, you're breaking up with this universe forever. So, did you get closure in this relationship?
Well, I mean, there's gonna be more films in the future.
Right, but this phase, as you've been saying, like,
Yeah.
you can't answer anything without giving anything away, can you?
Correct.
That's what your face is telling me.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
But if you're asking if you will enjoy the film, the answer is yes.
Okay.
Period. Exclamation point. Winky emoji. Fire emoji.
Okay.
Eggplant.
So, you are sporting possibly the coolest sweater I've ever seen in my
This
life.
whole thing? I just dusted it off.
Yeah, where did you get that?
This was in my back closet. My mom used to have one. No,
Let me get it. Well, I'll just take it off the internet. Okay, I'll get it here. It's
Yeah.
better. Okay. Oh, that's what my producer's for. She's taking the picture.
So and this is how I do my. You can ask Pete. This is how I do.
He Captain Morgan's the entire fucking show.
A friend of mine on Monday came in, and this was last Monday last Monday he comes in and he's like, "Oh, dude, I ordered my shirt for the film," and I was like, "Oh, you ordered a shirt for that's such a brilliant idea. I need to do that."
Right.
And he's like, I don't know if it's gonna make it in on time. And I was like, "Damn it, you're right." So I go on Amazon.com because I got Prime, and so I go on there and I search Avengers Endgame shirts, and like up there sometimes there's like sponsored. It had a picture of this jacket, and I was like, "Oh shit, I like that jacket." Oh no, I like that jacket. So I go on there and I click on it, and it's like I'm about to say how much it was. It was like $33.
That's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
At all.
At all. However,
dude, I wanted to buy a Kiss end of the world, end of the tour fucking sweater like that. $85. I said no.
whoa.
Yeah, so that's a steal.
Yeah.
Go on.
But I mean, how many times am I gonna wear this? So I got it, and then I looked at it, and I told my friend, I was like, "Hey, should I get this?" And he's like, if you want to, you can get it. I was like, I kind of really want this. And I looked at other shirts.
Why were you asking your friend for permission to buy something instead of, I don't know, your wife?
Because fuck my wife. No, I'm just kidding. No, because, I mean, I didn't want to... For one, I was getting his opinion on what he thought because he ordered a shirt. And I was also kind of like... I didn't want to seem like I was stepping on his toe. Like, "Oh, you got a shirt? Well, I got this badass jacket."
Okay.
I didn't want to seem like an asshole.
Okay.
And he was like, "Yeah, I don't care. I mean, go for it if you want it." So I went for it, and I ordered it, and I had it shipped to work because I was like, "I'm going to fucking put this shit on at work, and I'm going to have everyone see it."
Good thinking.
So I got it shipped to work, and then I put it on, and my boss, or not my boss, one of the his manager, says, "There's a package here for Marca Rodriguez." He likes to make fun of me because my middle initial is A, so it says Mark A. Rodriguez.
Oh, yes,
He
yes.
calls me Marca.
Okay.
So then I open it up, and then I was like, I put it on, and it looks awesome. Everybody loves it.
Yes, it is amazeballs, and I'm gonna look into ordering one so we can have matching. That can be our official like TSUP matching tracksuits.
I will fucking do it, Pete. We could do an album cover.
Okay, I like it. We'll look like that Maz album cover. I love it. Anyway, I'll show you later. So we had a weekend too,
How was your weekend?
dude.
Usually, I mean, this weekend was South Texas Comic Con.
Yes, it was.
Usually, you got some stories afterwards.
Yes, we do.
Hit me up with the stories.
Okay, well, before we go to South Texas Comic Con, we're going to take a left and go to Lowe's Home Improvement.
That sucks.
Because
It's like my
the
dad
Still
taking me to
Unnamed-
Lowe's.
The Still Unnamed Podcast this week is brought to you by Lowe's Home Improvement. That's not true. I wish that was. That would be really cool. But I have a story. So I get a call yesterday from my good friend Maria Salazar, who is a manager over at Lowe's. And she said, hey, let everyone know Lowe's is having a one-day badass incentive sale.
Yeah.
You text the word spring to a certain number, and it'll immediately send you a digital code to your phone. You can win anywhere from $5 to $500 in-store credit instantly.
Whoa.
You don't have to match funds. You just basically walk in with a coupon.
That's awesome.
Yes, it was. I forgot to send it to you.
No shit, Pete. That's what I was just about to tell you. Oh,
Yes.
you just so happen to not only forget your best friend, the person you literally talk to a weekly basis,
That's pretty big.
but you also forgot your sister.
Yes, that's true. But you know what? I recently heard someone say, fuck her, so I'm going to go with that.
Nobody talks about my wife like that.
Except you. Yes, I forgot to send it to you. Anyway, point being is I sent it to a couple people.
Yeah.
Forgot you. Sorry. I won $25.
Hey.
Everyone else I sent it to won $5. And they were like, it's not fucking worth it. I'm not going to drive out there for $5 worth.
Nope.
But I had $25 worth.
There you go.
That's $25 fucking dollars at Lowe's. And we needed air filters. So,
Oh, win-win.
exactly. And we buy the, I'm not to brag, but we buy the pretty expensive ones. You know, I'm
Oh.
talking $19.95 here.
Oh my God, do you get a triple pack?
2-pack.
Oh,
Anyway. So,
I guess I'm doing a little better.
So I go to Lowe's and immediately something's off because I had to park there was a shitload of cars in the parking lot.
I'm sure a lot of people got the coupon.
Well, I didn't realize it. I walk in, it is like Black Friday in
Oh,
there.
wow.
There are legit like 60 people in line. Lines are going down the aisleways. There's only 2 registers open. And I'm like, maybe it'll die down by the time I walk back from aisle 11 to come back here. Nope, I stood in line because, you know what? I'm going to use these $25 coupons.
Yep.
But it was madness. I'd never seen people, I guess the word got out that if you text the word spring to whatever, it was ridiculous.
That's crazy.
And I've never done Black Friday shopping, but now I feel like I have. So now I feel like I don't ever have to again because I did it at Lowe's Home Improvement.
Yeah,
So-
Black Friday sucks.
Yeah, anyway. So that was my adventure last night. Today was a whole different story. This weekend we went to the South Texas Comic-Con and it was awesome, as per usual. The only difference this year is we did not have, I did not have like as much backstage access as I have in the past.
You did not have to handle.
I was not a handler this year.
Oh, okay.
Jamie and I actually went as spectators.
Ooh.
It was fun. Would you say it was fun?
Yes, I had a lot of fun.
Excellent. Okay. Producer Jamie.
Moving
there.
on.
Yes. So it was pretty cool, man. We went and like
Did you buy any swag?
we did buy some swag. We bought what did we get? We got some keychains, air filters. We found some there too.
It smells like Iron Man's ball sack in here with air filter.
So
Well, I also went to get Evie, Melissa's daughter,
yes,
Ariel's signature.
yes.
Aww.
Ariel, the voice of Ariel from The Little
Yeah.
Mermaid was there signing autographs and doing whatnot. So we were sent to do that. And
I had a picture of Evie and just said, she couldn't make it today, so, if you could make it out to her. And then it was like a twofer. So, for an autograph, it was $50 and a picture was $80 or, it was a combo pack.
Yeah.
right.
Anyway, so Melissa gave me $60 and I was like, okay, I'll put in 20 for a picture.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay,
So
all
we
right.
got her DVD signed to Evie.
Oh.
And then she got a picture with Ariel, which was pretty cool. And we noticed there that she was also doing voices for $50. So the first thing she thinks of is like, let me have her, plug my business and I can use it as like a voicemail or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So we were like coming up with a script and what she could say, something very small and short. We didn't even get past the manager because her handler, whatever, said she said no. She said she couldn't do it because
it would be promoting, business.
Yeah, I guess.
And all I wanted her to say was, come be a part of our world. You know,
At
I
JV
want to
Pet
be,
Care or
or what's the lyrics? A part of your
I want
world.
to be part of your world.
So, come be part of our
Our
world.
world, yeah.
Right. But we didn't even get a chance to ask her that. She was super sweet.
Yeah.
It was the manager that was like, no, she
Like,
can't do that.
yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. So anyway.
How does she sound like Ariel still?
Yes.
Yes, I think that's
Does
her
she
natural
turn it
voice.
on, or
She does turn it on. It's not her
Okay.
natural voice.
but she like?
But she also
"Ah."
sang. She at her what do you call it?
At her Q&A session.
At her panel?
Yeah.
Yes,
panel.
at the panel she sang, and I didn't see it. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know she was gonna sing. I didn't see the panel schedule either, but I saw it on Instagram, and
Girls Got Pipes.
pretty good. Yeah,
she,
it's
she can still.
exactly
It sounds
exactly like the
exactly
movie.
like.
Look, real talk.
Mhm.
I fucking love A Part of Your World. That's such a good song. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the boy? The boy has everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
Here we go.
I've got who's its and what's its galore.
You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But
who cares? No big deal. I want more.
Wow.
I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing, strolling along down.
those.
What do
are
you
they
call
called
them?
again?
Oh, feet.
I thought it was street. I don't remember. I mean, up where they walk,
Up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun.
Oh
Wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world.
Excellent.
oh god, I just can hear the
couldn't-
applause.
But I couldn't smile and take a picture and
That's okay.
sing.
That's okay. I got
We're
you.
going to start all over.
That was
From the top.
That was beautiful, guys.
I've got-
Very good. Thank you for that. That was amazing.
We're gonna need to cut all of that out for copyright reasons.
Yeah, we're gonna get flagged on YouTube for that.
The manager's gonna contact you. Hey, I told you quit that bullshit.
I told you, Ariel's copyrighted by Disney.
Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry. Going
That's
going
okay.
forward.
That's the big draw every year is the celebrities that come down.
Mm-hmm.
And, there was like new ones that we hadn't seen before, like Kel Mitchell from Keenan and Kel / Good Burger.
Mm-hmm.
He was there. He seemed cool. Didn't get to meet him.
I like him more than I like Keenan.
That is like the first time I think that sentence has ever been uttered in the world. Thank you. Rachel Lee Cook, Freddie Prinze Jr., Chibs from Sons of Anarchy. We got Rusev and Lana from the WWE. Rusev Crush. We saw him walking his dog outside.
What kind of dog does he have?
What is it?
A Pomeranian.
It's
I knew it.
It was something really tiny, and we rolled up to him and we were like, "Hey, can we take your picture of you and your dog?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." He was really nice about it, and so we got that, and Jason David Frank from the Power Rangers,
Of course.
the green / white ranger. Those two not nerd, but the
Bullies.
the bully guys. Like I don't know the show, so.
Bulk and Skull. Yeah.
Thank you, Bulk and Skull. They were there. They were really fun. They were like,
Were
really,
they?
Yeah, they were really nice dudes. You could tell that they're con people for life. Like
Nice.
they're just gonna do that for the rest of their life, and good on them. We had the guy who played the Night King from Game of Thrones.
Oh,
He's fucking
yeah.
tall. It was cool, man. And the top of the list was Captain Kirk himself, Mr. William Shatner, James T. Kirk, and we saw him from a distance. You know how, like, in most times you can if you want to wait in line, you don't have to buy anything, but they're pretty nice. You can just say, "Hey, I wanted to meet you," or
Yeah.
whatever, shake your hand. You couldn't do that with Bill Shatner.
What?
Yeah, when you, like, at the cons, you go, and when it's your turn, you pay for whatever it is that you're going to buy, and then you meet him, and then you go. Like, that's at the table.
Yeah.
Shatner had a table, like, before you even got in line. You had to pay before you get in line.
Oh, that sucks.
So, I mean, I would say it's for good reason, because
I mean, I guess he was like a huge nerd icon.
I would say he still is, dude. He's like the biggest sci-fi television, name in sci-fi history, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, his flame has flickered or gone down.
My producer just handed me a note. She said, "Measles?" ? Could it be because someone told him that there's a measles/mumps outbreak here in the valley that is being reported?
I mean, that could be it, but I mean, if he has if he's been vaccinated, then he has nothing to worry about. Unless he is both afraid of the measles and an anti-vaxxer.
That's true.
A lot of the celebrities were, overdoing it with hand sanitizer.
Yeah,
I see.
I understand you shake people's hands, but they, they might as well have been spraying people with Lysol.
Yes, it's true. All three Lawrence brothers were there, and I didn't know there was more than one. I just knew Joey. I mean, there's two other ones. I don't even know who the hell they are.
He's the one, right?
Joey's the one that said whoa,
Whoa.
and Blossom. And Matthew Lawrence is, who the hell is that? He's, he was in Mrs. Doubtfire. That's where I know him from. Okay. And then Andy Lawrence, or as I called him, the ugly Lawrence brother, because he just looked creepy I don't know who the hell he is. He was in, it says this, he was in Brotherly Love, which is basically the show about the Lawrence brothers. So it was like Joey Lawrence, Matthew Lawrence, and this other guy. So, but that brings me to two last people I wanted to talk about. First one being the reason why my dear, lovely wife/producer went was Mr. Mark Paul Gosselaar, a.k.a. Zack fucking Morris.
Insert guitar.
So she geeked the fuck out when she met him.
Did she squee and swoon?
She swooned. She. What's the word you used earlier? She's not gonna say it.
I am not.
All right, I'll give you the PG version. She screeched in her pants.
How apropos.
Yeah. So, and I gotta say, the motherfucker's still beautiful. He is.
I saw one of a set. Oh no, wait, never mind. I'm thinking of Freddie Prinze Jr.
So here's her picture that she got with him. Look at that. You want to say anything here? Tell us the story.
So when I was standing in line to take a picture, well, we got there at 3:30.
Yeah.
And I just went straight to the
Zack
picture
Morris line.
where they take pictures. Where,
Oh, okay.
What's it called?
The photo op.
The photo op. And I said, "What's the schedule?" And she said, "Well, he's coming on next at 3:45." And I was like,
And keep in mind, this whole time she's been hemming and hawing, God, do we really need a picture with Zack Morris? But the fact that she's been for weeks now debating in her head about this says, I think she's gonna walk out of there with a picture with Zack Morris.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I'm like, okay, sign me up. I go to his table, and there's no one there because they're all in line to take a picture with him.
Oh.
So there was no line, but I didn't put two and two together until later. So I went and shook his hand, and I just said, "It's a pleasure to meet you." And
You didn't get that far.
Were you starstruck?
I was bad.
She was gripping my
So-
arm before she even walked into the line, and she
Oh
was
my
like, "What am I
goodness.
gonna say to him?" I'm like, "I don't know."
That's so cute.
So, I mean, it kind of ties into what y'all were talking about last week. If somebody knocked on your door or was going to come over, then who would you freeze? Just not know what to do.
Right.
Anyway, so so I walk up and he says, Mark Paul, and I said, Jamie. And he said, and I just kind of stood there nodding. And he said, "So where are you from?" And I said, "I'm from here, born and raised. I'm a pet sitter." no idea what to say.
Oh my
so then
gosh,
I just
your
kind of
brain
like
stopped.
it completely. I was not in control whatsoever.
Jamie, let me say, you are kind of pretty charming, like celebrity, like not celebrity, but like it from past stories of Comic-Cons. There's people that like gravitate toward you,
Yes.
and you feel very comfortable with them, and they feel very comfortable with you.
Right.
But this time, what happened?
Well, I froze. If I had more time, then I probably.
Screeched.
So I just kind of start walking away.
She says,
You know-
I'm a pet sitter, looks back at me, and I'm like, I don't know. So she starts walking away from him.
And he says, Jamie, it was nice to meet you. And I was like, the pleasure, pleasure is mine, and I always say that when I shake someone's hand,
Yeah.
I said, pleasure to
Yeah,
meet you.
But he remembered her name. I mean,
But he called me by my name and
Yeah.
I froze again. I like, oh no, Zach just said my name.
right.
I, what?
So I did like this thing, like picture, and I thought she was going to get a picture at the table, but she tells him,
Yeah, that I'm signed up for the photo op. And he said, okay, well then, I'll see you in there. And I walk away from the table. I'm like, okay, well, I need to go buy a picture. It's time to buy a picture. I just told him I was going to take a picture.
You
so
don't want to look like a liar in front of.
No.
she just lied to Zack Morris.
No way.
So as I'm in line, I look up pictures of them, like of Saved by the Bell, and there is a picture of him and Kelly. Back to back,
Yeah.
shoulder to shoulder. And so I show it. I asked the girls, can I ask him to pose like this? And they said, yeah, that's fine. So I showed the photographer so she would know.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is quick. You have 5 seconds.
Don't fuck it up.
No, do not. You have no time. There are
It's a line of people. Everybody
100
wants to see.
There were at least 100 people for him.
Percentage of men to women.
So, yeah, 70-30?
Yeah, there was a lot
I
of
mean,
men.
Wow.
some men had
Bayside High.
Bayside High
Yeah.
T-shirts and sweaters.
That's
And
cool.
This one girl was dressed like she worked at the Max.
Oh, that's cute.
The girls behind me were, the sweaters with off the shoulder, trying to be Kelly, I guess.
They were 90s
But-
up, but that 90s is more like the 80s.
So we were talking about like when the show came out, and I was like 6 to 10.
yeah.
When that came out. So I was still young. So I was looking at the girls that were in line, and I mean they had hair and makeup done.
Uh-huh.
They were ready for this picture.
Right.
Just pimped out, whatever.
Slut
I
it up.
mean, no, really. Like pushing their children back, like, no, you don't. You're not in
Yeah,
this
yeah.
photo.
This is for mommy.
Yes. So, anyway, so I walk up, show the photographer, I show him, and he's like, yeah, okay. But he doesn't know what the pose is. Like, he didn't remember taking the photo.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you armpits. I'm going to be hands out, okay? Armpits, hands out. You got this. And he like looks at me and I'm like, armpits. And he's like, okay.
Keep in mind, this entire thing lasted 5 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
So
Maybe
he's
10. Maybe
he's
she pushed
actually laughing
Right.
in this picture.
That picture, that's not a smile, that he's mid-chuckle.
Yeah, he's laughing, and I'm like, hey, look, our cell phones are touching.
Yep.
So,
If he had a Samsung Galaxy also, and you guys had your
Right.
keys
Oh
on,
my god.
you guys could have changed contact information.
I know,
Holy
I
shit. I
know.
didn't even think about that.
I did, but I don't know how to use that feature. I've been meaning to talk to you, kind of like the
I have
messages,
no idea either.
the tests that I was sending you.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
So, are we jumping to today or?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so I got the picture autographed.
Yeah.
And he
Oh
wrote.
my gosh.
He
Friends forever.
Friends forever. And so I got an extra copy and a digital copy, and I signed one for him. I autographed one.
She has this really, really weird obsession with giving celebrities pictures of herself and them together autographed, like to take back home with them. She did it to Lou Ferrigno, she did it to Michael Rooker, she did it to Jason Mewes, and now you can add fucking Zack Morris to that list.
I did. Last year I had my little digital
camera.
yeah, my Polaroid camera, which is also a printer.
Uh-huh.
So take a picture with my phone, Bluetooth, and I print the
it
picture.
over.
So that's how I gave it to Jason Mewes. I did the same with Rooker, but I signed the bottom. Anyway, so I gave him one, and I said, thanks for the memory. But on the back, I wrote the date,
Yeah.
which con it was
Right.
at JB Pet Care 1.
Yeah, and her Instagram, so that he can hopefully like and follow.
Yeah, feel free to follow me on
So,
Instagram.
When we came home yesterday,
Yeah.
After she took this picture with him and whatever, she was like on cloud 9 because she went ass to ass with Zack Morris.
Lucky.
And she said, "You know what I forgot? You guys have that old brick Nokia cell phone in the bar." The same Zack Morris phone that he had back on the show. I should have brought that today so he could use it in the picture. And I'm like, oh shit, that's true. We could have had him,
Yeah,
pose
just
with it or
pretend with it,
whatever.
yeah.
So she's like, you know what? I'm doing it today. And I'm like, what? You're going back? You're going back for seconds?
Yes, I went back for seconds to get a picture of him pretending to be on the phone, and I'm supposed to be mad that he's, busy.
Yeah.
With the classic 90s cell phone.
He was definitely afraid to put that up to his ear. He saw how dusty it was.
Where is it?
It's back home.
It's back there. I put it back already.
All right.
He almost signed it.
Yeah, he was about to sign it, and then I told him no, because it's not ours, so I didn't.
Well, I didn't want to get
Ah,
charged
that's
again.
true.
Oh, he would have signed it for free. Damn it.
I don't know.
Oh well.
I like how you went from, should I take a picture with Zach?
I froze again. No, I froze again because I wanted to ask him, there weren't very many people in line. How are you enjoying, doing cons?
Yeah.
He's new to it. He's been doing it for like a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I had all this conversation in my head.
had it
that
played out in
when
your
I
head,
got
scripted.
got there and froze.
He was gonna look at you and he's gonna say, "Oh my God, your eyes are so beautiful."
I was waiting for, hey Jamie, welcome back, and then I didn't.
Jamie, right? You're the one that signed.
You're the pet sitter, right?
I was gonna follow you, but I just haven't had a chance to.
Right. So anyway, that was her experience with Mr. Mark Paul Gosselaar, aka Zack Morris from Save the Bell. I think my favorite part of this whole ordeal is that all of her friends that she sent this picture to have all had the same oh my God, panties are moist reaction, and everyone was in love with him. Everyone.
He's still got it. He still got it.
So, anyway, the one that I was most excited about, and the day before, he was right next to Ariel. So, while we were standing in line there, I kept looking at him, and I was like, shit, should I do it? I mean, again, I'm on the other side of this now. Usually, I'm spoiled. We have been spoiled by the con experience the last few years.
Yep.
This year, I didn't have as much access. I had some access, not full access.
Yeah.
So, I said, you know what? This morning I woke up and I'm like, I'm gonna meet him. I have to meet him.
Yeah.
And I'm talking, of course, about the voice of Batman, Mr. Kevin Conroy.
I'm Batman.
Yes.
Nailed it.
The voice.
Alfred, analyze the militia forces, troop deployments, equipment movements. I want to know exactly what I'm up against.
Where's Scarecrow? Go to hell!
Where is he? Talk! Or I'll crush every bone in your body.
And I have to say, he is a sweetheart of a man.
God, he's my Batman.
Yes, that's exactly what I posted on Facebook. If y'all who follow me see that I changed my picture, did you see that?
Did I like it?
No, you didn't.
When did you do it?
Are you jelly?
I'm not jelly. I'm more so happy for you.
Okay, well that's great. Thank you. So this is what I wrote on Facebook. I posted this picture, me and him, and I said I had the pleasure of meeting the Batman today. in the form of the very talented voice actor, Mr. Kevin Conroy. Just to be clear, he didn't just voice a cartoon a long time ago. That's far too generic of a description of how important this man is. For many people my age, he defined the voice of what the Batman should sound like. And, by the way, he has continued to provide that voice for not only countless episodes of the animated series, but also several movies, video games, and web serials for the last 28 years. And for all intents and purposes, and only with the exception of Michael Keaton, to me, this is the real Dark Knight. Thoughts?
Yeah, 100%. Sign off on that. I agree.
It was amazing, dude.
He's got the when I read a comic book, that's the voice I hear in my head when I hear Batman talking.
Exactly. Me too. Every time I read a Batman book, it's Kevin Conroy's voice.
It's a deep, on the cusp of gravelly, but with strong, intense. Man, it's such a good voice. He freaking nailed that.
He sure did. So, of course...
So how was meeting him?
I was nervous. I legit was nervous. I don't know why. I'm usually really cool with celebrities. We just talked about this last week.
Yeah.
I'm cool as a cucumber.
Hardly ever get starstruck.
I talked to Mark Paul Gosselaar, no problem. Talked to Ariel, no problem. Said hi to Kel Mitchell, no problem. But him, I was like... I legit was kind of nervous.
Oh, my gosh.
And I didn't know what to do, so, like... I was having trouble figuring out what I wanted him to sign for me.
Yeah.
So it was between the cover of the Arkham Knight video game that he's voiced.
Yeah.
I have this really nice book by artwork from Alex Ross, who drew multiple DC characters.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite Batman picture or art pieces of illustrations of Batman is in that book. So I was like, should I have him sign that? I said, if it's not the animated version, but it's still Batman. And like, shy of having Alex Ross actually sign it, I think this is pretty apropos. You know. And then of course he had some 8x10s at the desk that I could have decided on or whatever.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I asked Jamie. She said video game. I took an unofficial poll with the guy in front of me and the person behind me, and they were like, "Yeah, go with the video game." So ultimately, I went with the video game.
You son of a biscuit!
Right?
Oh my gosh!
So that is now priceless. I cannot. I can never get rid of that. He signed the cover of my Arkham Knight video game, and yep.
Oh, and he signed the paper, not the cover,
Yeah, exactly.
not the case. That's exactly what I wanted to check.
Right. No, I'm smarter than that, brother. So, here's the kicker, Mark. I was one of those people, and I asked him. I said, "Okay, sir, before I go,
my gosh,
can you please hit me with some Batman?" And he just kind of smirked, and he was like, "Sure." And he goes. And his face like changed. And if you've ever seen voice actors do like video of them recording, they legit like become those
character,
people. Like he changed his face, his brow furrowed, and he kind of like looked down at me and he goes verbatim. He says, "Pete, get to the Batcave. There's trouble at Arkham. I need you." And I was like,
Did you screech your pants?
I screeched my pants.
Oh my gosh, I almost screeched my pants.
Batman told me to get to the Batcave because there's trouble at Arkham and he needs me.
I'm gonna cry. Oh shit.
I was like, holy shit. And then he smiled and his voice changed a little bit, and I'm like, honor to meet you, man.
Gosh.
You're a legend. And I just moved on. And
now I'm jealous. I'm proper jealous now. That's badass.
It was really cool, man. Shit. So, yeah, that was our weekend. Nothing was going to top that. She met Zach. She got to first base with Zach.
Nice.
Let me rephrase. I met the Batman. He signed my game. He talked to me as Batman, and we were like, "We're out. We're done. We're not beating this." So we bounced. And
Suicide Pact.
That was it.
I mean, y'all. What's next?
Nothing
That's
can top this. It's over. So, anyway, that was the story of Comic-Con 2019. It's in the books. What else is going on, man?
Nothing. I mean, that was a badass story. What can I say?
Yeah, that's true.
What can you say?
What can you say, Mark?
I just freaking knocked this one out of the park single-handedly. I got a little baby story.
I'll go for it.
Okay, so I wanted to get a shirt for Alyssa, but I couldn't find any shirts for Alyssa. And I didn't want to get her a jacket also because she would probably kill me if I bought another jacket like this for her because she's never going to wear it. But I know she'd wear a graphic tee.
Okay.
So we went to JCPenney. There were like lame, like not any good shirts. Like they're
Right.
kind of like freaking gross. Like nothing,
Gross.
you don't want to be caught dead in them. Like,
Right.
So I'm checking Amazon and they're not going to arrive until tomorrow. So I'm like, that's not an option because we're going to watch it on Sunday, the day before. So let me keep on looking. So I looked online and there's nothing online. Nothing's going to get in on time. And I was like, okay. So we went to the Disney store. Nothing. By the way, at that point, I had this jacket.
Mm-hmm.
So I walked into the Disney store wearing my badass jacket. And I felt really cool. He goes, you look like a child molester. What are you doing? You're just walking around with that jacket, walking into the Disney store. And I'm like, well, you made me feel worse in my jacket, thanks. So, nothing in the Disney store.
Uh-huh.
And I talked to Alyssa, and I was like, hey, what kind of shirt do you want? Or da-da-da. And she is so apathetic about everything. She's like, it's fine. You don't have to find me a shirt. And I'm like, I want to find you a shirt. And she's like, well, I mean, whatever. Okay. So not until this morning, I woke up around maybe 6.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I should fucking just make her a shirt. I was like, why didn't I think of that before? I'll just make her a shirt.
How?
Puffy paint. I was like, there's got to be a way to make a shirt. There's ways to make shirts.
Right.
I know how to draw a little bit.
You woke up with a lot of artistic energy at 5:30 in the morning.
It's
apparently.
when it hits.
Okay.
Inspiration strikes and the last minute, and that's what happened.
Okay.
So I woke up and I was like, I gotta go to Walmart right now. So while I was taking my morning shit before I went to Walmart, I was scrolling, I was watching YouTube videos, and I'm like, okay, I need some puffy paint and I need some fabric markers. Stat.
Mm-hmm.
So I go over to Walmart and I buy the puffy paint, I buy the fabric markers, and I was like, I gotta fucking scramble. So I'm scrambling, I look through all my shirts, I take out my regular white shirts that I wear as undershirts. The fucking armpits are black and dingy, and they're washed, but they're not good shirts. So I'm like, fuck. So I look through all my other shirts and I find this black shirt and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the only chance that I have.
Uh-huh.
So then I spend another 30 minutes looking through logos or images of the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm like, maybe I'm going to do the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm like, that looks real fucking hard. And I saw someone had posted a tattoo of the Avengers logo with the watercolors coming out from the middle. And I'm like, that's what I can do. So time is crunching. We are watching the movie at 10 o'clock. It's already 8:30, and I'm like, I need to fucking hurry up. So I fucking puffy paint, and I use, here's a little secret tip. Use a paintbrush, and it thins it out, and it's not as thick.
Okay.
So
Dries faster.
It dries faster, exactly. So I fucking draw it, paint it, and then I'm like, okay, this is gonna work. This is pretty badass. So then I take my hairdryer. I have my own hairdryer, Pete. I don't know. Like, Alyssa's got her hairdryer. I got my hairdryer.
Okay. His and hers, I guess.
His and hers. Mine's yellow. I need it for the cool setting because you use the heat to manipulate and then you use the cool for hold. Anyways.
Oh, wow.
So I'm using the hairdryer. I'm fucking... And I'm like, you know what? I fucking did it. It's 9 o'clock. I'm like, I did it. I nailed it. Made it in time. So I'm blowing this shirt. And then I'm like, you know what? It's still kind of early. Hey, Alyssa. Then I'm like, hey, I made you a shirt. And she's like, oh, you did. And then so I showed it to her. She's like, it's really nice. It looks a little still, like it still might be wet. I'm like, it's a little bit wet. So she puts on her shirt and then she's like, I can't do my hair because then my hair's going to get on the shirt and the shirt is wet. We need to take this shirt off again. So we take off the shirt and then I'm blow drying it. And we finally come to the conclusion we're not going to make it. So I made her the shirt. After this whole adventure to get her a shirt for the Avengers movie, she didn't have a shirt for the Avengers movie.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right. Well, I thought she was wearing one in the picture that I saw.
That's some little photo magic.
Did you do that?
That shirt that she's wearing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool, dude. It did come up pretty nice.
Thank you.
So, last thing I want to talk about here is my lovely wife / producer came up with an idea because my birthday's coming up. My birthday is in like next month,
Like Memorial Day, the day after.
Something like that. It's actually exactly 1 month away. And she came up with the idea of throwing me a dinosaur-themed birthday party, like a 6-year-old. And
Yeah.
I'm into it, let me tell you.
I'm down.
Birthday party will be dinosaur-themed this year, so
Question.
that's pretty cool. Yes.
Does this have anything to do with, didn't you have a unicorn birthday party last?
I did. I did have a unicorn birthday last year, and then Lisa Frank before that.
There we go.
She really likes themes.
Themes
do.
are good.
Well, we did the Buc-ee's.
Oh, yeah.
We also did his 30th birthday when I first met you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then I did the It
Yeah,
when I gave him the...
That's true. They have all been themed. That's
Yeah.
And she gave me an early birthday present.
Okay.
She gave me an early birthday present yesterday, which is so I collect Stephen King books. Stephen King, like original first edition, original copies.
Well, like the Stephen King It Party was
Right.
the first book, and so
I have a Pennywise Funko that goes along with it.
for Christmas I got him little signs, little plaques with the cities.
Yeah. Like the town names from the books. So
Oh,
I've
cool.
got like a Derry and a Ludlow and the Overlook Hotel, like so I can set up like a little scenery like with book and pop or whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
So they just released a Pet Cemetery Gage and the Church, the cat 2-pack.
Oh.
So she gave that to me yesterday
I like it.
as an early birthday present. So
That's awesome.
early birthday presents are pretty cool.
Especially when they're a month out.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh.
So anyway,
That's super
Yours
cool.
isn't too- yours
when is your
isn't-
birthday?
Yours isn't too far behind his. It's June 6th,
June 9th.
9th.
June 9th.
Correct.
So
Because
that's-
it's 6/9.
How long?
Wink,
Ah,
wink.
shut up. So anyway, early birthday presents are pretty cool. So in honor of that, we got you an early birthday present,
What?
and it's right behind you.
Oh, you son of a biscuit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here it is. Let's see what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Taking out. Oh my gosh. Oh,
So,
you guys
we,
are. Oh fuck.
We
It's so sweet. Can you describe it to the listeners? Because I can't talk right now.
we could not have met the voice of Batman and not think of you. So we got you. I had already gotten you that little Hot Wheel.
Yeah.
So I thought, what
You-
better than to have
Son of a
it is a
bitch.
Hot Wheel of the Batmobile, which you and I already talked about, which was your favorite Batmobile, the animated version. So we just happened to have run into.
Fucking trying to hold it together because I know you're trying to make me cry. I've already cried too many times on this microphone. I'm not going to do it again.
So we had Kevin Conroy sign it to Mark from Batman.
Well, thank you both very, very much.
You're
It
welcome.
really means a lot.
You're welcome. And there's a little COA right there for you, so you can know that it was officially signed by the Batman.
Gosh, thank you guys.
So that's an early birthday present, so don't expect shit from me in June.
done. You can wrap it twice. I'll just wrap it for myself and then I'll open it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so nice again.
So, do you still collect Hot Wheels?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
The kids give me one each for each of whatever they're giving me. I feel like it's an easy thing for kids to get.
Okay. Well,
Do you have that one?
No, I don't.
so there you go. Happy birthday. Happy
Thank-
early birthday.
Fucking, I'm hitting the music.
Hit the music. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you. This was a fun one. It was fun to have a producer. Mark's crying.
I'm not.
Mark's crying. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the subscriptions. Thank you to my lovely producer. Thank you for being here.
It was my pleasure.
It sure was. Special thanks to our sponsor, Chico's Bail Bonds. And on that note, this has been Pete Salas along with
Mark, Captain Podcasting, trying to keep it together, Rodriguez.
signing off. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Happy Taco Tuesday.
Happy Taco Tuesday. Bye-bye.